Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Welcome to Make and Take Tuesday. This is the week of the month when we make our banner of the month. And this month I'm making special for one of my family members. Our eldest daughter is having her very first baby in June, and her nursery has a Beatrix Potter theme. So I dug back into my stash and I found this 2019 collection from Memory Place called Peter's World. I did a kit for Button Farm Club with this collection, and I've used it quite a bit myself, and I had a little bit of scraps left over. And I was like, this is too perfect for her nursery. It's even the right colors and everything. So this is our banner, and I'll just go over it very quickly with you. I've already stitched it together, but I used a small banner die and a slightly larger one. And then these are the Eileen Hull House Stitchlet dies, these three in the middle. And then I've repeated it. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pennants in all. I stitched it onto this old Stampin' Up! Striped twill and then topped it with vintage lace. And it's appropriate because my daughter actually bought this roll of vintage lace for me for my birthday last year. So I'm going to start down on this end. Just make sure I'm in frame. Here we go. And we're going to build little layers. I've got my pieces ready to go. This is one of the tickets from the collection, and I've backed it with chipboard. I had to get really creative because most of the images have already been used. So I had to get creative here. And this is actually a little digital image that I found online and printed out. I think she's called the Queen of Digitals or something like that, the Digital Queen. Anyway, she had this little Peter Rabbit collection. So we're just going to put this little, I don't know if she's from the Tale of Two Bad Mice, but whoever she is, she's adorable. Then this next pennant, oops, I've got loose thread here, is going to be a little scene that we're going to build. And we have this fussy cut Peter image. This was part of a larger image, and I went ahead. Let me see now, what am I doing? Yes, okay. He's going to go right here. And then this fence was part of the larger image, and I put 2 rows of dimensionals on it, so it looks like Peter's standing back behind the fence. And then this is another section of that same image that I cut out, this little flower pot. And this is going to go like this. So we've created this sweet little dimensional scene here. And we're going to put a little adhesive right there to hold that shrub in place. And this is a much simpler banner than what I usually do. It's for a nursery. So I wanted the images to be easy for the baby to see. I didn't want too much going on. All right, so now we come here. Here's this sweet little image of these 2 little Beatrix Potter bunnies. I can't remember their names. I used to know all the stories because I read these to my children all the time. But I fussy cut some of the postal stamps and glued them back behind just to create a little more sense of dimension. And then that is a double layer of dimensionals on the back of that. All right. And then these sweet, sweet, sweet little birds. Oh, I put this up too high. Hold on, let's see if I can lift it without creating a total disaster. I think I can. Yes, okay. All right, oops. Okay. I should have put the birds in first, y'all. I got up, I started working, believe it or not, at 3:45 this morning because I was finishing my kit for Button Farm Club. And I knew if I didn't get an early start, I would never get this banner made in time for Tuesday. So if I'm a little punchy and if I make a few mistakes, that's because I have been up already a whole day. at this point in time. So be gentle with me. All right, let's put that there, and then I need to fix that. All right, I've got this. This is not a problem. I'm going to put some hot glue down here so that will hold. Put our little bunnies like this. And I've got this adorable little heart button that I'm going to glue on top of my postmark. And that saves the day. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, and then I have this Once Upon a Time from the story collection. So I put foam tape on the ends. I'm going to do my little trick where I bow that. So that's real sweet. All right, that's that one. This one is another fussy cut image from one of the pages had 3 separate fussy cut sort of images on it. It was a 12 by 12 page. So I just started whacking. And this is Mother Rabbit with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies. All right. Now this one is Peter. So cute. And this is also fussy cut. And I'm going to put him down. Right here. There we go. There's this adorable little bird. Put right here. And then I've got this little bunny that I'm going to put down here in the grass. And I sprayed this with mist and then inked it up with Gathered Twigs Distress ink to give it that sort of realistic look. All right, moving right along. This is just one of the little tags, and I backed this with chipboard. Everything needed to be backed with chipboard because this is a it's not an overly thick cardstock. And then this little medallion says, even the smallest one can change the world, which is so appropriate. And then the last one, I've got this adorable little songbird. It's going to go right here. And then Jemima Puddle Duck. And I put extra foam tape on the outside edge so that she can snug up to the image like this. All right, so that's the pennants. Now I'm going to add the ribbon, and we're not far from done. All right, friends, I started decorating, then I realized I wasn't running my camera. So let me come in and just finish this off. Here's our bow cluster on the right, and I'm going to repeat this on the left. And then with our little mouse, I just put a couple little posies. The second one, I added these are Prima flowers, and some of these are Rene Bouquets, but mostly they're Prima. The yellow ones are Rene Bouquets, and the beigey ones are Really Reasonable Ribbon. So here's a little flower right here. And I'm going to add, I don't know if I want to add another one there or not. I'm going to think about that and keep moving. Then in the center, we've got our sweet little collage that we made. I put a little nosegay here and a little nosegay there. Here's Mrs. Rabbit and her bunnies. And I think I'm just going to tuck this posy back behind and call it a day. I think that's all we need right there. That's real sweet. Then here's Peter. And let me see. Maybe just one right here. I don't want these to be too busy. I want the main images to really pop. And if you notice, they're a little bit bigger than what I usually do as well, because I was thinking about the baby, which we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. So I'm trying to also keep this somewhat neutral for the nursery. There's this, and let's see. There's a sweet little yellow. The reason I chose the yellow is that she has a vintage quilt that I had when I had my first baby, and it's Peter Rabbit. So, and it's yellow. So this will go really nicely with that. That's all I'm going to do there. And then we've got Jemima Puddle Duck. And I don't know that she needs a whole lot. She's pretty cute, just the way she is. How about one of these little small beige roses right here? Yeah, that looks good. And then these little blue sparkly ones tucked in. All right. So now we're down here on this end. If you've watched me do this before, you know how I do it. So, you know, feel free to move along. This is pretty much the end. I don't think I'm going to add anything else, but I usually start with about a 16-inch piece of ribbon, and I just bring it up and over, kind of make the ends even, and I just tie a very simple, it's not even really a knot. I just go under and I pull. And then I adjust my tails of my ribbons, all my ribbons, the way I want them to go. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to put some hot glue right here on that knot. And I'm going to come in with this bow that I've already tied. And I like the tails to go out when they're in the corner like this. There we go. There we go. Then I'm going to come in with my big blue flower. Oops, and I forgot my leaves. There we go. And I'm just kind of scrunching this magnolia up so I can fit it in like this. And then this little yellow flower. Just like that. And I think that does it, folks. I think we look pretty good. I don't think I want to add anything else. I think this is really nice in its simplicity, and it looks suitable for a baby's nursery. So that is it for me, Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design. And there we go. You can see how the ends kind of match. Sweet, sweet Beatrix Potter nursery banner for our banner of the month for March 2024. Thanks for joining me, friends. I'm going to get photos made and hope I get this up. If I get this up on time tomorrow, you'll know it was a miracle. All right, guys, go get your craft on. Bye.